Hey YouTube, welcome to my Emerald City Comic Con vlog, coming to you live from my living room, and it's not live because this is pre-recorded and then posted to YouTube. I am so excited to share this video with you. This is, Emerald City Comic Con. It is one of my favorite shows of all time. It is my show of the year. It's my hometown show. I go all 4 days. I had a great time. I'm really excited to share with you guys everything that I got and everything that happened, but I really just want to get into the video and, let you guys see it, enjoy the music, and, see all the scenes, and then we'll talk about what happened at the con and what I ended up picking up. So without further ado, guys, here's the video.
Corner store, 2 a.m. Got some mango high, choose a bag of chips. Rolling through the city and we hide behind the tents. In the Benzo, got the swisher out the window, then we dip. Posted at the corner store. 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 Okay, 2 a.m. I'm posted. Dope all in my jam sport. Moving the youth I run with. My treat your block like a dance floor. Finesse ran out the landlord. Mama said pull your pants up. Bending corners and scraper on loyalty. Till my bands up. I'm pushing, moving, working, proving. This commas on the way. Put the pussy on pedestal. Blow the medical to the face. It's evident on my fate. Rolling heaven in my new race. Declining the call from labels. Still grubbing on struggle face. They all wanna know what's next shit. I don't even know myself. Nah, I don't wanna hear your best shit. I don't really need your help. I'm posted and smoking just like my uncles before me. I politic with the stagnant. Forget my day by the morning. It's a corner store, 2 a.m. Got some mango high, choose a bag of chips. Rolling through the city and we hide behind the tents. In the Benzo, got the swisher out the window, then we dip. Posted at the corner store. Posted at the corner store. Posted at the corner store. Posted at the corner store.
I grew up on Old English, that's that malt liquor. Never smoked a backwood, it was all swishers. Before I pulled a fake ID out on a bartender, I was on a bag of Cuban Z's, walking off kilter. We ain't had no common sense, do that dirt and hop that fence. Roasting, talking shit, we mobbing, I just got my mama's whip. We blow dank out that window right with your tape. If it's garbage, I used to roll up a spliff and I mixed the weed with the parliament. Couldn't tell you about our future, we was on the corner posted. Wasn't thinking about tomorrow, on the rooftop smoking. Switch your guts in the Funyun bag, I was just doing my thing. Hit the hot food aisle, got gizzards instead of the wings. But it's all up, run my route, play the course. Sweatpants, shorts, white beater, posted on the porch. Reminiscing to 11 and we smoking on some ports and getting hella faded. Gotta re-up so you know we about to hit the
corner store, 2 a.m. Got some mango high, choose a bag of chips. Rolling through the city and we hide behind the tents. In the Benzo, got the swisher out the window, then we dip. Posted at the corner store. 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 Taking my time, working it out, counting the coin, breaking my back. All of my loins, all of my nerves, can't get a break, but that's my snack. Caught me almond joy, mama's boy, can't afford none of what you order. Shit, I'm hardly on, not quite broke off the wall, but on the border. Pushing pen to the paper for peso. They want a Lego, close construction, no room for the huevos. You gotta love it, that's big. He like Montego, he save you like the Gecko. He not gon' pay to date you, you get I get OG Mako, boy, so wonderful. Them cheap thrills, they come and they go, yeah. Talking about we saved you a seat, but they don't want no one to know, long as you comfortable, yeah. Corner store, 2 a.m. Got some mango high, choose a bag of chips. Rolling through the city and we hide behind the tents. In the Benzo, got the swisher out the window, then we dip. Posted at the corner store. Posted at the corner store. Posted at the corner store. Posted at the corner store.
Corner store, 2 a.m. Got some mango high, choose a bag of chips. Rolling around the city and we hide behind the tents. Up the Benzo, got the swisher out the window, then we dip. Corner store. That's all.
Gemini.
God, grant me the serenity
to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I had such a good time at Emerald City Comic Con this year. A lot of stuff happened and I just want to talk about it before I start showing you what I got. One of the coolest things ever happened. I had a couple of you guys, fans, stop me and tell me how much you guys loved my channel. I had one guy tell me that he watches my channel religiously, and that guy, if you're watching, man, you are awesome. You have no idea how much that made my day. You know, I made a lot of deals and got some cool stuff. I met a lot of people. I met John Doleman from System of a Down, and he runs Torpedo Comics, and they were exhibiting at Emerald City Comic Con this year. So one of his guys actually told me that he had seen my channel before, and I asked him if I could meet John, and he was like, yeah, he pointed him right over to me, and I met the drummer for System of a Down, and if you know me, I love System of a Down. So that was really cool. There was a new comic book collection that came out called the Jerome Wenker Collection. It wasn't a pedigree, it was just a collection of books. And I got a couple really awesome books from there. And I also met with Steve Warrick, the president of CBCS Comics, and had a really awesome, interesting conversation with him, which I'll talk about later. But I mean, this whole weekend was just a whirlwind of awesome stuff. I had a different project this time. Normally, I am getting artist commissions of some personal characters that I created or collecting rare comics. But this time around, first thing on the list, did this sketchbook. So I don't actually, unfortunately, have the time to show everything that I got in the sketchbook in this video, but I basically took this sketchbook and went around to all of the big name artists that I could find. You know, I went over to Terry Dodson, Aaron Lopresti, you know, Dave Peterson. I went over to Randy Emberlin and got them all to do sketches in my book. I met Ed Nunez, I met Adam Hughes. I mean, some big names in the comic book industry, especially as artists go. I met Chris Claremont, and you know, funny story. So I jokingly with him, I said, Chris, do you want to draw in my sketchbook? And he's like, you know, I'm a writer, right? And I'm like, I know you're a writer. I was joking, and he was like, no, hold on, give me your sketchbook. And Chris did a piece in my sketchbook, which I thought was hilarious, and it was awesome, and he signed it and everything. It was a Fanzilla, which, you know, it was pretty good. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, you will see a full video of every single sketch that I got in this book. I think I got 31 sketches all in all, and this is going to be one of my favorite pieces to have for years to come. Second thing I picked up was this Planet Comics number 55. I don't know if you can actually see it because of glare, so there should be a picture in the corner here. So if you guys know me, of course, I'm a huge sci-fi nerd, and you know, I want to collect every old vintage sci-fi comic book I can find, and Planet Comics is one of the big ones. I have always wanted to collect a full run of Planet Comics number 1 through 73. It was from Fiction House Comics, you know, from the late 40s to early 50s. Their number 1 book is extremely hard to get a hold of. It's like, you know, in the thousands of dollars range. But my good friend Jeff from Elite Comic Source hooked me up with this Planet Comics, and it is just immaculate. It is in great condition. It's a 5.5. You know, really beautiful cover. It's one of my favorite covers and one of Planet Comics' more popular covers. And I got a great deal from him. So, Jeff, if you end up seeing this, thank you. But this is one of my favorites. Now, I also ended up picking up 2 books from that Jerome Wenker collection that I was talking to you guys about. I ended up getting first this Strange Adventures number 69. Came out in 1956, and it's almost like, it kind of reminds me of Planet of the Apes, but Planet of the Apes didn't come out until the 70s. So this book, I believe, it predates the Planet of the Apes book by, like, you know, 7 years, and the movies by like 12. So in the back of my head, I'm calling it like a prototype Planet of the Apes comic. But I mean, it's just such a cool cover. I love, you know, their armor and the gun, and anyways, this was really cool. So this is from the Jerome Wenker collection. And then next was my Mystery in Space number 5. So this was awesome. You know, Mystery in Space is my biggest title that I love and collect. I have been collecting Mystery in Space for a long time. I'm trying to get a full run of you know, all of their non-reoccurring character like covers. So like, I'm trying to get Mystery in Space books that don't have anything to do with Adam Strange or Space Ranger. Though I love Adam Strange and Space Ranger, I want to get all of their main character, you know, like sci-fi covers. This one came back as restored. This was also from the Jerome Wanker collection. This one came back as restored, unfortunately, because there's a little bit of glue on the spine. I'm not one of those guys that, you know, thinks that restored comics are taboo, but you know, I'm trying to get a unrestored run of Mystery in Space, so I'm not sure what I want to do with this book. I really do like it. And honestly, it's in great shape. It's a beautiful cover, and it's from that Jerome Wanker collection, so I might end up just keeping it. One issue that I discovered was, so CGC, they were not recognizing the collection as a collection, which really kind of sucked, because I, you know, paid for on-site grading for both this and my Strange Adventure 69, and only to realize that not only one, CGC lost my Mystery in Space number 5's certificate for that, from that collection, but they weren't recognizing it, so there's no notation on there to prove that it's from that collection. So it's kind of a bummer. But now moving on to Steve Borak. I actually ran into Steve Borak, you know, president of CBCS Comics, and you know, I introduced myself, and he was a really cool guy. He's really nice, and he told me, you know, hey, give me your email, shoot me an email, and we'll talk. And I said, okay. So I shot him an email. He told me to give him a call on his personal cell phone. And so I called him, and kind of, you know, he asked me, you know, how the con was, and I told him what happened, and he said, well, you know what, I know how to identify that collection, and CBCS is recognizing that collection. So if you send me those 2 books along with the certificate that you have left, we'll make sure that they both get, you know, like recognized as part of the Jerome Wanker collection. So that was really awesome, and Steve said to make sure that I send these books to him personally and address them to him. So I'm going to crack these books out of their cases and send them his way. So that was really cool. But not only that, he mentioned, because of their partnership with Beckett Grading Services, they have a much larger PR department and PR budget. And, you know, he said to keep in touch with them. Potentially something could happen in the future. And even if nothing happens, I mean, that's awesome just to have a really big name in the, you know, rare comics industry say that to you. So that's really cool. And Steve, if you're watching this, you are the man. You were awesome. So yeah, talking to Steve was really awesome, and you know, I'm really excited to see what more I can, you know, work on with him. He mentioned potentially coming in and doing like a discussion on the channel. So if you guys would like that, you know, make sure you notate it, or you know, put it in the comments below. And last but not least, so this was kind of dumb. So I saw a Green Lantern 86, and it was cheap, so I bought it. I don't know why. It was like an impulse buy, and Neil Adams was there. And so impulsively, I was like, huh, let me go and get this signed by Neil Adams, and I'll get it, you know, signature series. And I did, and I spent, you know, $100 on the whole thing and got it graded and blah, blah, blah. And then I got it back at a 4.5. It was a nice book, but I was just like, wow, I really don't want this book. I don't know why I got it, because I just didn't want it. And so I took it over to my good friends at Bobacon Toys and Collectibles, and I was like, hey guys, oh, and for those of you who don't know who Bobacon is, they are one of the best toy stores in Washington, toy and collectible shops. They do comic books, action figures, trading cards, Legos, everything. Anyways, though, yeah, the guys over there are great. But anyways, so I was like, hey guys, I have this book that I really don't want. And, you know, I have some Funko Pops at home that I really don't want either. And they were like, well, cool, we'll bring them in. So I brought them in, and they looked at them and everything. And they gave me a huge ton of store credit, but they also gave me 10 free book presses. So for those of you who don't know, getting a comic book pressed is basically, it's like a non-restoration technique that helps remove creases and spine rolls in older comic books. So they gave me 10 comic books for free. But not only that, I picked up this lovely Freddy Funko. You know, this is a Funko Shop exclusive. You got Freddy in his little rocket ship, or not his rocket ship, his little space helmet and his little space outfit, his astronaut uniform, and the cool ray gun. And I'm not as big of a Funko fanatic as some people, but I love old kooky sci-fi stuff, and this absolutely met it. So that was really cool. And that was really it. You know, I met some amazing artists. I made friends with the guys over at the Destiny booth, and my son did too. And you know, they were so kind. And I met Comicstorian, which was really cool. If you guys don't know him, check out his channel. He's great. He's one of the biggest names on YouTube in regards to comics. You know, like I said, Chris Claremont, he was a great guy. He was very goofy. Adam Hughes was really nice. It was really weird. Every single day, up until Sunday. He had this massive line from one end of the building to the other, and then the final day there's just nobody there, so I just walked right up to him, and he was so cool. So there's that. You know, my Emerald City Comic Con, I didn't really get a whole bunch of stuff. I just focused on getting this, you know, sketchbook done up and picking up a few rare books. And oh, you know what? I also picked up like another Strange Adventures, like number 142, a robot cover, but I guess I left that all the way over there, and I can't stop this to refilm it and grab it. So, in any case, at some point I probably decided to put a photo of it in the corner, so you'll see it there. But I got that from Torpedo Comics, you know, John Dolaman's booth. So, yeah. That was really it, guys. So if you liked this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, comment below what I could have done better, share this with your friends. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram so you can see that whole sketchbook. And don't forget to check out my Redbubble store. Get your official Comics and Stuff t-shirt. And, you know, for all the fans who did see me at Comic-Con and stop me, thank you for the support. You guys keep me going. And that's it. So I will see you guys next week.